Hello and welcome to another fun-filled nonsense retrospective. I'm your host as always, Rick. Joining me equally as always is Devon.
Hi, hello!
Today we're doing another nonsense review after dark, and today we're taking a look into the big old book by one Volo Gadam, Volo's Guide to Monsters. We did the monster manual before, it took us many parts, we might be able to get through all of this today, we'll find out. But before we get too far into any of that, we start with our good old time-honoured tradition of the nonsense asinine hypotheticals. And do you have one for me today?
I sort of do. I don't know if I've asked it before, so this'll be fun.
That's okay.
Congratulations, Rick. You've been teleported into a tabletop RPG, specifically in the Swords Coast. In the Swords Coast? In the Sword Coast of D&D. The caveat is, you cannot become an adventurer. What job do you take?
Ooh, I like this one. This is very similar to what I was asking, and it's basically the same question, so I think we can go a little bit more in depth on the answers for this. Because mine was pretty much, what profession would you have in the D&D world if it couldn't be an adventurer? So it's basically the same question, but this is me as a person being transported. The other one is you raised there. It's the same question. So I like the idea of being an antique dealer for like magical items.
Okay.
So
I can already see one very big problem with this, and that is you will have to have some sort of plan to deal with the murder hobo parties.
Well, I think it's partly the artificer contract. Sorry, the artificer caveat of you can make all these things. Why wouldn't you keep them and use them and make yourself better with them? So yeah, I'd probably have a bunch of magic items. Yeah, I probably know how to use a few of them. Yeah, I might still be a level 1 guy with 10s and everything. But
oh my friend, you don't have 10s and everything. You're a commoner.
Yeah, that's what commoners are. Commoners are 10s and everything.
Okay, an NPC.
Yeah, NPC commoners are 10s and everything.
Bullshit.
They get no 12s.
I've seen some stat blocks where they're 8s.
Okay, but yeah, press down on the D-pad next to anybody in the game, and if they're a commoner, they'll be flat 10s.
I could have sworn that a lot of the NPC stat blocks are fucking shit.
You might have been looking at a child.
I wasn't looking at a child. My hands are not in my pants.
Oh, I mean, I hope your hands are not in your pants when you're near a child, but yeah. So, yeah, I like the idea of being some kind of archaeologist / dealer. Probably wouldn't get too far in the archaeology way, because to be Indiana Jones, you need to be an adventurer pretty much. You need the adventurer levels. You need to be, whatever, a ranger or a rogue or something like that. But being the person that they come to at the end with the expertise and going, oh, this is a blah blah. Oh, this is a blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm not going to fleece you. This is actually more valuable than you thought. I'm going to treat you right. I think that would be a pretty good, interesting thing, and being able to live vicariously through adventurers that come to you, and essentially have them as not quite pets, but have your favored few adventurers that you like to send out into the world and watch them succeed. Basically, I'm describing the game Recettear.
Yeah, the thing that's getting me is I still think that the job you've picked is too important for the nature of my question. But whatever. Sure.
I mean, you can start small, but yes. How about you? Same question, names reversed.
Same question, names reversed? I'm joking, I know what that means. Well, there's one of two routes I could go. I could go general farmhand, because I know how to do that shit. However, in the D&D world, that job feels like it is much more dangerous than it should be.
Oh, yes.
So, instead, I would probably go for a guild clerk.
Okay.
Just fucking keeping the ledgers.
Yeah. You get to encounter adventurers on a daily basis.
Doesn't need not even an adventuring guild. It could be anything. Probably an artisans guild, because that feels even safer.
Yeah, the Glassblowers Guild. Who's going to fuck with the Glassblowers Guild?
That's exactly it. You got to join a guild, and you got to join an artisan guild, but not one that's going to get fucked with.
Yeah. So you join carpenters and glassblowers. Yeah. Because who's going to use the glassblowers? Probably alchemists. People might fuck with alchemists because they want to steal their things, but they're always going to need more potion bottles, because apparently, despite how much effort goes into making them, people tend to just drink the potion and toss the bottle.
I mean, that's just video game
Baldur's Gate,
logic.
where you can just pick up empty bottles all over the place.
Yeah, but you don't get a free empty bottle every time you use a potion in that game.
No, you don't. So yes, my question to you was basically the same thing, but the difference was between being transported there versus being raised there. I would be giving the same answer. Would you you change your answer?
Oh yeah, if I was raised, I'd be a blacksmith.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That's not a skill I have in real life. I'd have to have been raised in the environment.
Yeah, totally. But yes, today we are going to dive the salacious depth that is a smash or pass in Volo's Guide to Monsters. We're going to skip the expanded lore section and expanded stat blocks that is the first third of the book, first half of the book even.
Yeah, I was going to say, man. We had a bit of a discussion before the podcast started where Rick was on page 5 and I was on page 120, and it basically boiled down to, yes, we could do the first half of the book, but all the stuff in the first half of the book is in the second half of the book in the form of pictures and stat blocks, and I don't... If we just want to read the book for people, Rick can do that on his own.
Yeah, this book is it's kind of an expansion to Monster Manual in terms of it's less Monster Manual 2.0 or Monster Manual 2 and more here are more things, but we actually expand on what we talk about instead of just giving you a stat block and maybe one page when it comes to dragons or whatever.
That being said, it's also a real bastard to get right now because it's actually technically being sidelined because they've rolled this book contents in with another book and made it XYZ's mastery guide or some bollocks.
Yeah, it's dumb. Stupidly enough, that also means that the races for players that are introduced in this are difficult to find outside of, the internet. Yeah. If you want to be an Azamar, you got to come here. If you want to be a Tabaxi, you got to come here. If you want to be any of the monstrous races like Goblin, Kobold, or Bugbear, you got to come here.
You see, Tabaxi really bothers me because the amount of players who just automatically want to play the Catman.
Yes. Well, Azamar as well. Tiefling is in the core rules, but Azamar is not. It always bothered me.
Okay, but the reason why I say Tabaxi is I've never played with an Azamar player, not to my knowledge, whereas in almost every single campaign I've done, there's been at least one Tabaxi.
Yeah, you've hardly ever not played with a Tabaxi. Man, even I'm guilty. I was a Tabaxi once. But yeah, we'll start with our first one, the Banderhob.
Okay, very
this
important.
One's gonna... Oh yeah, are we going to do our reiterate our clauses?
We should always reiterate our clauses because otherwise people might get confused.
Yes. For all of these, we are assuming that the opponent is both willing and able to consent.
The opponent. Partner is what most people say.
The prospective partner. Opponent. I end my turn.
We're also assuming for the sake of this that the thing we are going to fuck is as presented in the book we're using. So we're not going to do an artistic take because there's some truly hideous creatures when given to artists that want to make them fuckable. Yeah, if you get what I'm saying, it's very easy to turn even the most grotesque creature into something you're kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Look at Daily Life with Monster Girl. Who would want to do the Leech Girl unless she was drawn as cute as she is in there?
I mean, for fuck's sake, you can just point to Driders, especially the one in Baldur's Gate 3, where you're like, don't want to fuck that.
Yep. Well, it's also he's also not my type, but yeah.
He's not my type because he's grotesque, not because he's a Spider-Man.
So we're going to start with the Banderhob.
Oh, big pass.
Yeah, this was a pass from me. It's very much too toady.
Well, here's the thing: is it's not a million miles away from Grime, and I'd kind of fuck Grime.
You know him as a character.
I was going to say that's because he seems like you'd have a lovely evening and finish it with beers.
I just dropped my mic, so if I sound slightly different, it's because my microphone is in a slightly different place.
Well,
yeah, we just finished talking about the Banderhob.
And also, we had to do some editing because reasons.
Yes. The royal we, that's not me. Apologies. Next one on the list is the Barghest. This is a big old pass from me.
Yeah, I said to Rick beforehand, I had a cheeky look at the first few entries, and it's like, there's going to be a lot of passes today. Barghest looks like what they based the Worgen off of in Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Although, looking at the goblin here, this looks exactly like the Baldur's Gate goblins. They've done a very good job of translating that particular goblin style to the game.
But I think that makes sense, because you'll hear this, by the way, audio listeners, when we put the bonus episode out, but when Rick suggested this and said Volo Volo's guide. I went, wait a minute, as in, and Rick just did that. I could see Rick doing the slow nod with that weird smile he does while he said, yes, that Volo.
Yes. I even sent a snip from later in the book where he's saying something and then Elminster just puts a letter of going, nah, you'd be dead.
It actually said, yes, you would be dead, because Volo says, I'd be dead if I did this.
Yes.
I love Elminster. He's great.
Yeah, I actually have a very big soft spot for Volo as well. Like he's a fool, but a welcome one.
Okay, I've encountered him later in the game, and he grew on me when I encountered him later on. But when I first met him, I thought he was a twat. But yeah, Barghest is a pass from me.
Yep, sure. Yeah, double pass on Barghest. Look at this Uwu beholder.
What do you mean? Why is it Uwu?
I mean, look at it. It's got this it looks so cute for a beholder.
Okay, it's a pass from me, dog. Look at its tentacles. That ain't gonna be fun.
I mean, all beholders have tentacles like that. Normally they have like eye stalks. I'm going to say smash on this one.
It doesn't help.
It's a little bit horrifying.
It doesn't help that in the description, the picture doesn't do it justice, because in the description it's large, so it's regular beholder size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the picture makes it look a lot smaller than a regular beholder, mainly because its eye takes up less of its head. But yeah.
I will also say that I'm now seeing the Uwu aspect now the longer I look, so I'm going to go on to the next page.
Yes. Before you end up changing your mind. Gorth. This one's going to be a pass from me.
Yeah, it's a pass. This is what the Death Tyrant would look like with skin.
Yes. Does it actually say that as well?
No, that's just me doing an observation from the drawing.
Sure. So yeah, passes on that. Next one is the Gazer. These ones are actually tiny. This one's going to be a pass.
Yeah, these ones usually appear in swarms around a regular beholder, if I recall.
They can also be pretty funny as familiars, because they can, gibber.
Yeah.
And then we get onto the Bodak.
Okay, Gazer is a pass from me. I didn't actually say, so yeah.
Oh yeah. So sorry. Yeah. Pass on Gazer. Bodak. This looks like a pass.
It looks like a pass from me as well, but I could definitely see some artists making this work.
Yeah. Like currently, it's got Aura of Annihilation and it's Chaotic Evil. So yeah, it's not the best of partners.
Well, it also looks the way it looks and is undead.
Yes. The Boggle.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck this, but I do want one as a pet.
It does look like a fun thing to have around.
It's also a small face, so, they're kind of designed for it.
But yeah, not as a partner, so pass from me on this. Next one, the Catobla pass.
Oh, fuck, I've always said Catablepus.
Oh, Catablepus, okay.
I first encountered this word and this name in Final Fantasy, and boy, can I tell you, the Final Fantasy ones do not look like this.
No, they've got their central eye, don't they?
Yeah, and they've also got, their head is sort of like a boomerang.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, this is a pass. It would basically be like fucking a cow, which is not something I want to do.
No. Yeah, it looks like kind of like halfway between a cow and a camel, with like a warthog head, with an unknown number of eyes, possibly 0.
A true chimera.
Yes. It's going to be a pass from me, dog. The Cave Fisher.
It's a bug. Pass.
Instant pass. It's not even a bug that I like. No, pass. Chaiteen.
I am really on the fence here.
I know, right?
I think the thing that's going to swing it to a pass is the fact that it's small. If it was human size, I might give it a smash. But as it stands, it's a pass.
I'm leaning towards smash. Yeah, let's go smash and move on. The Choldrith. Pass.
Yeah, pass. You know what I'm like with spiders. Can we skip the rats? Because is there any point?
Yeah. Instant pass on Cranium Rats and Swarm of Cranium Rats. They're just rats with their brains exposed. Darklings.
I'd fuck the Elder. I wouldn't fuck the regular one.
Yeah. So it seems like because they get bigger as they get older, let's go with the Elder. Let's go pass on the small one and smash on the Elder, because the small one just looks like an Underdark human.
Well, the small one looks like a halfling, so...
Yeah, like Underdark halfling. Actually, yeah, I think that is what it is. Darkling as a Underdark halfling.
Ancient legend speaks of Seelie Fae who betrayed the Summer Queen, blah blah blah, so great with the blah blah, other Fae blah blah, common Darklings blah blah. That's how I speed read, folks, which, isn't helpful. Let's do a Deep Scion.
Yeah, Deep Scion.
Okay.
This actually looks fun.
Listen, I'd fuck a predator, so this is just a scrawny predator, really. So yeah, smash.
Yeah, it's like Kit Fisto Predator. Yeah, smash.
I don't think that's accurate, but you do you, buddy.
Yeah, look at his head tentacles. He's like they're all fun. Babao.
Yeah, we're on a list of demons now, according to the book. So yeah, Babao. I don't really like the look of this thing, so it's going to be a pass from me.
Yeah, I think it's also going to be a pass from me. Like a succubus, it ain't. More demon.
Pass. It's a chaos spawn with big old mouth.
Shusuva. This looks cool, but it's going to be a pass because it's a wolf.
It's a big wolf as well. It's large.
Yeah, it's just a wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wolf where
it's got a scorpion tail.
Yeah, but you can also see its insides, and I'm not into that, so pass.
Yeah. Pass from me. Next we have the Devourer.
Fuck this thing. As in, no. Get it the fuck away from me. Pass. It's got a baby in it.
His head reminds me of the aliens from Metal Slug. Yeah, pass from me.
Is there a point in doing dinosaurs?
We now get into dinosaurs. These are just, we could list all of them, but like they're all going to be passed. Brontosaurus, Dimetrodon, Deinonychus, Hadrosaurus, Stegosaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, and Velociraptor.
Well, that last one's made. Yeah, even the last one's made up.
Even like it's not even a Quetzalcoatl because it's got 2 int.
Sure.
Like we said, okay, they're all able to, willing and able to consent, but with 2 int, I doubt.
No. The rule is universal. They're able to consent and whatnot. At the end of the day, it's a dinosaur though, so we're just gonna ignore them. I don't know why you bothered listing them. We're not doing anything with them. Let's move on with our lives.
Yeah, Omnipass. Dragloth.
Oh yeah, I'd smash this thing.
Yeah, this is a smash. It's got that big old furry mane. Fire Newt, smash.
It's going to be a pass from me. I think the reason why you smashed is because you're thinking of that girl from COC, and
not only that, I'm also thinking of the girl from Overlord. Let's see what the salamanders are doing.
Yeah, okay, but they don't look like this. Well, the Overlord one kind of does, but yeah, pass.
Yeah, in fact, like the Overlord female one looks more like these than anything. Even when they're on a mount, they still look like that. So yeah, smash from me. Next one, the flail snail, pass.
Yeah, it's a snail. It looks like it would eat big. You rather than fuck you, and even if it would just fuck you, it's like, I don't really do slime well.
Speaking of eat you rather than fuck you, the Froghemoth.
See, as fun as I'm sure tentacles would be, this thing looks gross.
Yeah, it just wants to eat you. Like, it shows how big it is compared to a person that it's about to eat. Yeah, pass.
I think we might as well skip the giants, because they're just variants of the giants that we already did in the monster manual.
Yeah, seeing if there's anything that's different. Oh man, the frost giant looks cool.
It does, but...
here's a unique one, the mouth of Grolantor.
It's just a hill giant variant.
Yeah, it's a hill giant who's skinny.
It's like they're all just variants of giants already done, so I don't think the mouth of Grolantor counts. I think that's just a hill giant, so we can just move on with our lives. Go back and watch the monster manual if you want to see which giants we'd fuck.
Gorallon.
Yeah, it's a pass. It's just a fucking gorilla that's white with extra arms. Like, Shiva's kind of cool, but this ain't Shiva.
Yeah, pass from me. The Flind.
Okay, I didn't realise that this was a real thing. Also, boy, is it stronger in the tabletop than it is in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it is.
in that it's a challenge rank 9 instead of level 3.
Yes, and even at level 3, it's not a joke.
It's not, but I also learned recently that you could just convince it to not fight you, which makes that fight a lot easier.
You can tadpole it to fight its allies, and then when it's eaten all of its allies, then you can make it eat itself.
Yeah, but that takes 2 difficult checks. I just told it to fuck off.
Yep.
That being said, though, again, I didn't have that option the first time, because we'll get into it when we do our Baldur's Gate retro, for Chapter 1 at least, where I encountered that encounter for the first time in the most annoying fucking way possible that felt unbeatable. I beat it, but only after fucking banging my head against the wall for fucking 7 attempts.
Yeah, for me, it was the first encounter that I had to reload more than once.
Yeah, it was very, like, again, if you encounter it the right way, it's fine, but I kind of locked myself in. Anyway, gnolls, in general, I do really find sexy. I do not find the artwork that they've chosen for these gnolls to be even remotely sexy. crazy. So it's going to be a pass. But in general, I don't mind gnolls.
I'm on the same page. This particular one is a pass just from the artwork. However, I have seen better looking gnolls. Like even the next one. The next one that we see is slightly more smashable. The flesh gnawer.
Yeah, it's still a pass. None of these gnolls look attractive, and I'm not even going to bother addressing the witherling. So this is all you.
Sure. So the flesh gnawer, I'm going to go smash, and then the witherling, it's back to pass because it's just a skeleton gnoll.
Yeah.
Grung.
Like, they're cute, but I don't want to fuck them. If they were human size, maybe, but they're not. So pass.
I'm going to go smash on the grung.
That's fine, man.
Plus, also, they technically got an upgrade to player race, which is another point in their favour.
Again, they're tiny. Well, they're not tiny, but they're too small for me. It's like, do you want to fuck
God,
Sprig?
Drake.
No, not really.
God, Drake.
I mean, they're very clearly meant to invoke the look of dogs, and I'll pass on that dog.
Pass on that dog, indeed. Yeah, pass on the God Drake as well. And now we get two hags that we've not done before. So the Anis hag.
You fucking pass. Ugh.
Yeah,
it's melting.
Pass from me. Bure hag, also a pass.
I could see it. It's going to be a pass, but it's a bit more redeemable than the previous one.
Yeah, it's the nicest looking hag we've seen so far.
you know what the biggest...
Which is
Go on.
Like, it's because she looks happy.
Sure.
She's happy to see you, even if it's because she's about to eat you.
Yeah, I was going to say, the biggest turn-off is the maddening feast, which,
Hobbo gobbos.
Yeah, we've kind of already done hobgoblins, but that being said, I've just looked at the hobgoblin Iron Shadow, and wow, I didn't think hobgoblins could have tits like that.
Yep. Yeah, the Iron Shadow is a smash.
I mean, I'd smash hobgoblins in general, but it's just unfortunate that they're splitting them into individual classes, because that's how the Monster Manual works.
Yeah. Next we have the Kirin.
I've always said Kirin. I'm sure that's wrong, but yeah, it's a pass, man.
Like, normally it's Kirin, but like there's a dash here, so that's why I split it up into Kirin.
You know what?
But yeah, for a Kirin...
You know what? I think I might have been too hasty, because they're lawful good and massive, and they're kind of like gods, so therefore, what have you done in your life?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to smash the Kirin.
Yeah, I fucked a minor deity. What have you done with your life?
Kobolds!
I don't think there's a point in doing kobolds, because we did them in the Monster Manual, and it's the same thing.
It's just auto-smash kobolds. Kobolds and kobold variants, and then you get to the really cool-looking winged kobold, also a smash.
Who seems to be charging a Kamehameha.
Yeah, he does. Kored.
Pass.
Pass.
Even if it was a woman, it's like, no.
Yeah. This is it looks too much like a Toby jug too. Yeah. Leucrota.
This thing is
pass.
Disgusting. No.
It's just a dog with hooves.
That's generous.
Yeah, pass.
I don't know what dogs you've seen that look like that.
That's how dogs look to me.
What, with that face?
It's how dogs without snouts look to me.
Oh, if you say so, man.
Like, yeah, you're, yeah. Meanlock.
Pass. It's a bug.
Yeah.
And it's also small.
A pass. Like, it's a cool looking bug. I'd have one on my Pokemon team, but it's a pass from me.
Yeah.
Mind Flayers.
Well, might as well,
we've done Mind Flayers in general.
Yeah. Elder Brain we haven't done, but at the same time...
We've not done the Elder Brain. It's just tentacles. Pass on the Elder Brain from me.
If it wasn't just a brain with tentacles, if its tentacles were attached to something a bit more nice looking, I'd be more tempted. But it is just a brain with tentacles that's colossal. Oh, it's not colossal, it's just large. But yeah, pass.
Yeah. Lithurid, Mind Witness. What the fuck is a Mind Witness? I'm guessing that's a Mind Flayer Beholder?
I don't know. Oh yeah, if the Beholder can be stunned and brought safely to the brine pool of the Elder Brain, it can be converted through Ceramorphosis into a Mind Witness. Fuck me, that must be a hell of a thing to bloody achieve.
Yeah.
They get significantly weaker once they become a Mind Witness.
But at least they have been brought to heal. Next we have the Morkoth.
Oh, it's hideous. Pass.
It is hideous. It's a pass from me. Like, you can see where a lot of Eldritch things come from with this, and yeah, it's not in a good way.
I kind of get what you're saying, however, it doesn't really work here because it looks just like a squid. It's got a bit of an enlarged head, and it's got a bunch of crap on its back, but otherwise it just looks like a squid with, more human-like eyes.
Next one we have the Neogi. This is going to be a pass from from me.
Of course it's a pass. They're just fucking ants with,
they're like
really horrible heads.
They're like ant spiders with giraffe necks and like weird heads. Neothelid, pass.
It's gargantuan. Like, you wouldn't even be able to fuck this thing unless you have a vor fetish. I think it's going to be a pass for most people.
The Nilbog.
Okay. This is the bullshit creature that you told me about once, and let's just move on with our lives, please.
Yeah. Orcs. I think we already pretty much smashed orcs, didn't we?
We did. Like, we've got the Orc Claw of Lufig, which, I'd probably smash that particular image. Like, it's even a woman, so, that helps. I say smash. I'd get smashed by, and then probably mutilated afterwards. But whatever, it would be a fun time while it lasts.
The Hand of Urtrus, probably not.
Oh, we're not going to... I was just going to gloss over that, but it's a pass, obviously. Yeah. It's basically what those fucking horrible bull bag creatures in Dark Souls 2 were based off of.
Oh, yeah. The Tanaruk. Smash.
If it was a woman, I'd smash.
Smash, yeah. This is pretty much all the best parts of furry.
Okay.
Quickling. Smash.
Tiny.
Oh, wait, no, tiny. Difficult.
I think I would smash this tiny creature because I've seen some artwork of Tinkerbell. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. I'm sticking with smash for the Quickling. The red cap, however, I'm going to pass because...
I can't help but notice on the Quickling...
It's Snow White gnome.
I can't help but notice on the Quickling that Elminster's got a little note of they race themselves to death and scheme as fast as they run, which... Wouldn't it be cool to have two of them just racing to get you off? That's all I'm saying.
That's pretty cute, actually.
But red cap, pass, of course, because even if... Well, it's hard, because we have to base it on the image that we have in the Monster Manual, and the image they're using is of very clearly, basically an evil dwarf. And when I say dwarf, I mean from, like, think Snow White, classic Snow White.
It looks like a Snow White 7 dwarf that has been corrupted by the dark side. Yeah, pass from me. Sea Spawn.
Pass.
This one looks like a pass. Yeah. Shadow Mastiff, also a dog. Pass.
It is literally just a dog with a creepy fucking face. Pass.
Slithering Tracker. Ugh. Pass.
Like, why even bother bringing it? I mean, we got to. It's the podcast. Well, I'm saying this, and when I say it, I know the reason why we're bringing it up is because it's our fucking job. But
a lot of this book is just passes, but that's okay. Like, that's the whole point of a smash pass. You gotta have things. Spawn of Cuse, also a pass. It's the worm that walks.
Yeah, no thank you. Fucking Elminster. Some worms are good eating, not these.
Tilinkali, pass.
Like, I bet you it could be attractive if it was the correct gender. However, even if it was, it seems to be made of non-zero amounts of metal.
Yes.
So pass.
Next we have a trapper, which appears to be a variant of a cloaker.
I was going to say, this is very difficult to judge because the picture is just a human who seems to be about to be engulfed by a giant shadow. So for me, it's a pass.
Yeah. Based on the fact that we can't see it, and we can't, interact with it, we don't know what it looks like, it's going to be a pass. Vargui.
It's a very small version of the Bat Queen from our house.
Yeah.
But it's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass because, the heads are, rotted. Yeah, it's a pass from me.
Oh, yeah, that's the reason.
Vegapygmies.
There's no picture for this, so it's a pass because I don't know what the fuck they look like. And also, there's a thing right on the left there that just says mold. They got a picture on the next page, and like none of these look fun to fuck.
It looks like Abe from Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah, a little bit. I sees it.
Yeah, and I think the Woodwode technically counts as a Vegapygmy as well.
I think it's its own entry, but sure. It's still a pass because it's a tree.
Yeah. The Woodwode, I'd say maybe smash, but generally Vegapygmies no.
But again, I think it's its own entry because W comes after V.
Yeah. Xvart. Zavart.
Pass.
Yeah, pass. They look like Oompa Loompas and not in a good way.
When things go badly for them, they kidnap whoever is handy and sacrifice them to their craven god. I guess they're not so different from a lot of humans after all, says Volo.
The Yethhound. This one's going to be a pass from me.
It's fucking disgusting. Never mind the fact that it's a dog.
Yeah, it's a dog with a human nose. That's even worse. And then we get into Yuan-Ti. We've done Yuan-Ti before, I believe. These generally are Smash. However, most of the ones that we see here are not.
Oh, you say that. Okay, listen, the only one I wouldn't actively bang would be the Brood Guard. Everything else is like, yeah, if they were the correct thing I want to do, then yeah, smash.
Like, even, the Anathema is just like a Gorgon without the human head.
I ain't no bitch.
So yeah. I can see that. Smash the Anathema. The Brood Guard, no, that's a beastie. The Mind Whisperer, yeah, that's about as basic Yuan-Ti as you can get. That's a smash. The Nightmare Speaker is very much a smash, and the Pitmaster, well, this one's a bloke, but looks like a smash. And then we have ended the alphabet, and we get into Assorted Beasts, which are all going to be passed.
Well, yeah, because
after that,
fun fact, the Assorted Beasts are 2 pages, and it's here's a cow, here's a swarm of rot, here's a dolphin, and then NPC characters is just like, hey, do you want to fuck a human who is a champion? And the answer is almost definitely yes.
yeah, usually.
Oh god, the swashbuckler artwork.
So, for our wind down, do you have a Super Smash?
I've forgotten half the list. Is the actual truth of the matter?
Yeah, these weren't quite as iconic as the Monster Manual guys. They are very much expansions rather than a new chapter of core creatures, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna save you a little bit here, Rick. There's so little memorable that we're gonna skip our Super Smash and Super Pass because most of it was passes anyway, and the few smashes we had weren't memorable enough for us to remember it 20 minutes after saying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my Super Smash was the Fire Newt because it was the most instant smash that I did. And maybe it would be hazardous to my health, but oh well, that's a me problem.
I mean, it wouldn't be. There was no rules for like a fire or anything.
Yeah. And as you say, we're skipping Super Smash and Super Pass.
This is behind the scenes knowledge that the audience won't have. Originally, we were going to split this into 2 parts. Having looked at the book, we can't do that. We're already done. So,
yes,
we're going to basically betray our own plan that you guys will be able to hear at the end of the month and have to bullshit something next month.
Yeah, if you like the video, you've got the comment section down below on YouTube. And if you're listening via one of our many audio platforms, you can instead send us an email. Where would that go to?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
And as always, if you made it this far, you are our favourite people. And it's going to be a goodbye from me.
Bye.